Thank you for taking the time to consider Knole Academy as a secondary school of choice for your son and daughter. I appreciate what a difficult decision this can be. I would commend you on taking Knole Academy as one of your preferred preferences and giving us your consideration, because although I am biased, I think it would be a very good decision to consider us. I would like to point out though that Knole may not be the right school for every single student. What we look for in a Knole Academy student is someone who is looking to fulfil their potential. And I'm sure every single school will be saying the same. But I believe that Knole Academy provides an opportunity for all students to fulfil their potential in academic studies, in extracurricular activities, and also in their social development. One of the proudest times I've had this year was during the school sports day, was to see so many of our students participating and putting so much effort in. However, it also highlighted one of the significant problems. When we talk about students' potential, what is it that all of our sons and daughters are capable of achieving? And my favourite moment of the day was to see the tug-of-war final between Carn House and Rudolph House. And during that tug-of-war final, Carn House took an early lead and were going to easily win the competition. At that point, the head of house, Rudolph House, came over and started screaming encouragement at all of the students. And it was amazing to see the transformation in their effort and their performance. Now, if this was Hollywood, Rudolph would have gone on and won the activity. It's not Hollywood, and Carn still won. But it demonstrated that even when students perceive that they are putting in their best effort, there's probably something more that they can give. And that's what Knole Academy is all about. It's about ensuring that we challenge those students all of the time in all of those activities so they can really fully explore what their real potential is. Now, to me, there are three focuses to that. One is on their personal development, one is what they experience within the curriculum, and the final one is what they get to experience outside of that curriculum. Now, in terms of their personal development, I believe that Knole Academy has an unrivaled form of pastoral support. It starts with form tutors. They're ably supported by a dedicated head of year. We have an extensive pastoral system, and we have a brand new house system that really makes everyone feel they're part of a big family. Now, that pastoral support enables students to very quickly feel at home at Knole and be able to maximise their performance. And at this point, I would like to introduce one of our new Year 7 students who will talk about their first few weeks at Knole Academy.
Hello, I'm Emily Jiggins and I'm proud to be a Knole Academy student. I have made many of friends here. The Academy gives you the choice of lots more fantastic decisions. I've only had 2 weeks at the Knole Academy and I can already tell I'm going to love and succeed here. It's a very safe and active school where you can accomplish anything you dream to. The facilities are fantastic. You have PE, dance, English, art, maths and lots more. The teachers won't stop pushing you until you've done your absolute best. Thank you for listening and have a nice evening.
I'm always humbled and slightly embarrassed to have to follow a Year 7 student when they give one of these speeches. We obviously do this as a profession, and the fact that we're not as good as a Year 7 students who have been here for 2.5 weeks kind of suggests our worth. If I'm going to explain the process for these Year 7s, Miss McGawley, who's our dedicated head of Year 7, asked a number of students just to write a very short piece about their experiences in their first 2.5 weeks at Knole, and then she's recorded some of these. None of them were scripted. These are their own accounts of their experiences, and it really is one of those moments that makes me very proud to be head teacher, to see what the Year 7s have already written about their first few weeks at Knole. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the second, and in many ways the most important, is what we can deliver within the classroom environment. I'm really proud of the quality of teaching and learning that we have at Knole. Every single class is taught by a subject specialist. We are fully staffed, which in this day and age is a very rare luxury, and I believe that our teaching staff produce high quality lessons. Even more importantly than that, our teaching staff really care about the outcomes for all of their students. They give up their time tirelessly, both within their dedicated timetable day and outside of that, to ensure that students are given every opportunity to fulfil their potential. Knole Academy, to my mind, is the perfect size of school. It is small enough that we still get to know every single student, but it is also large enough to allow an unrivaled range of activities. Students, when they get to the sixth form, have a fundamentally massive range of programs they can deliver, including the IBCP program. The IBCP is the International Baccalaureate Careers Program, and as well as focusing on level 3 A-level equivalent studies, also looks at a core program which helps develop those students into more rounded individuals. At GCSE, the range of subjects that we offer include subjects such as psychology, business, economics, criminology, film, as well as what you would expect to see: history, geography, design, technology, maths, English. Those range of subjects allow our students to pick, select and be successful in subject areas that motivate them and interest them and prepare them for their future careers. This year, in terms of A-level outcomes, we produced some phenomenal results, and they've been scrolling around on the slides behind me. At GCSE, we achieved 63%, including English and Maths, at 4+, the old grade C. That was up 19% on the year before, and they are the best results in the history of the Academy. We also had the best results in the history of the Academy in mathematics, in science, and a huge range of other subjects. The key thing for me, though, is that on receiving those results, which came through at 1:05 in the morning, our exam secretary generally stays up as late as I do on those nights, I was bitterly disappointed. Why was I bitterly disappointed? Because I believe our students can do better than that. And I'm aware that a lot of those students, when they came in and opened their results the following day, were absolutely delighted. But I still believe they can do better. And my one promise to you tonight is the fact that I can pretty much guarantee that I will always be disappointed by the GCSE and A-level results, because I genuinely believe that the potential of these students is endless. And until we get to the point where everyone passes and everyone reaches the highest grades, I still believe there is more scope for improvement. But that aspiration for your sons and daughters to be successful will manifest itself into those results. On receiving these record results this year, I also have to say that I'm expecting to be beaten by the current Year 11, and I expect the current Year 11 to be beaten by the current Year 10. And that cycle will permeate through the school. Now, when your son and daughter joins, it is unlikely that they're going to be coming home every night and saying, I had the greatest maths lesson, I had the greatest English lesson, because what they will more likely be talking about is a huge range of extracurricular that we offer. We offer an extensive range of extracurricular opportunities, both in sport, in drama, in dance, in music, and extensions to certain clubs. A couple of the other activities that we really promote are Duke of Edinburgh Award and the Combined Cadet Force, both of which we do in partnership with Sevenoaks School. Sevenoaks School also provide teachers to run enrichment, higher level coaching in subjects such as mathematics, chemistry and physics. And the students who have been engaged in those have been extremely successful. To me, that extracurricular provision is vital to the success of the school. It is what encourages students to attend every day. It's what motivates. It's what makes schooling worthwhile. We hope they enjoy every single lesson they're in, but we really expect them to love the other opportunities. Now, if you're interested in Knole Academy, and I would commend the school to you, we run two very distinct curriculum programs. One is a grammar stream, and the other is our upper band. Now, the grammar stream look for an accelerated curriculum. These are students who generally have passed the Kent selective test or are of that ability even if they've decided not to take it. Some of the students in the grammar stream may have failed the Kent selective test but narrowly missed out on one of the aspects. Now, if they wish to gain entry to the grammar stream, several mechanisms to achieve this, one of which is that we look at Kent test results, another is that we look at Key Stage 2 test results, and also we look at their scores when they do testing and work at Knole Academy. Now, in addition to this, we have the upper band. Now, the key thing to mention here is that we are just as aspirational for the students who come into the upper band as we are for the students who come into the grammar stream. But we recognise that some of those students may need extra support in some subjects initially. But every year, students in that upper band achieve outstanding GCSE outcomes and go on to level 3 studies in our sixth form and ultimately university careers. If you are interested in the grammar stream, there is a particular grammar stream presentation which will be advertised on the school website. In terms of gaining access to Knole, Knole Academy catchment area has shrunk significantly over the last few years. A few years ago, it was around about 10 miles as the crow flies. Last year, it was about 6.1 miles. Having said that, if you are not allocated Knole Academy as your first choice, we would recommend that you go onto our waiting list or also put an appeal in. We want people who want to come to Knole Academy. Last year, we heard 37 appeals. Of those, we managed to find places for 35 of the parents. We managed to do this by taking extra forms of entry, and that is something we would consider this year if the demand required. What I would say is it is a very important decision. Hopefully, everyone will have an opportunity to have a look around Knole Academy while it is in action, while our students are in their lessons, and you will get an opportunity to speak to our students. I believe that they sell the school for us. They are engaged in their learning and they are happy in this environment. And ultimately, that's what makes a successful student. Thank you for listening.